For the first time, your best thinking can be read without your prospect ever landing on your website, on your article, on your book. When AI answers the question before anyone ever clicks, the kind of book you write has to be different.
Pour a cup of clarity, sip a spark of insight. Coffee with Karma, your morning feels just right.
It is a new week and therefore a new one of the top 10 problems that experts are facing in 2026 that they didn't face before. This week, I'm exploring the third one, which is what I'm calling the zero-click discovery shock. Search behavior has changed, but buying behavior has not. And experts that understand that difference are going to be the ones whose books still convert when the traffic stops. Hi, my name is Carma Spence, and I help established experts avoid writing the wrong book so that it just sits there on a shelf. Instead, together, we write a book that energizes your readers so much that they click on your links and hire you, all while elevating your authority. If you are watching this video on YouTube, please like this video, comment below, share it with your colleagues, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. All that signals YouTube that my content is worth sharing with others like you who want to grow their business with books. The first week, I talked about how authority shows up differently now that AI is in the picture because AI slop is reducing trust. They're checking out your content with an eye of skepticism more than they used to. Last week, I talked about authority and how it needs to show up differently, not only because of trust, but because of how AI is organizing our content in a way that is different. This week, I'm talking about how do you contend with a world where people go to Google, they search for something, they get the answer without ever going to a website. Before they had to click on a whole bunch and it was really annoying. Yes, so the AI summaries are very helpful to the person doing the browsing, not so helpful to the people who are hoping to get some traffic from that Google search. What do you do? Because your books were also showing up in that Google search. What do you do? Well, first, I'm going to talk about today is the 5 principles that will make your book different enough that AI can't replace it. On my next video, I'll be talking about 3 specific things that you can do to combat that zero click. And then my third video of the week, which by the way, I will be recording a day early. I'll be recording it on Thursday rather than Friday. And that is because I have a funeral to go to on Friday and I have to leave at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I don't want to be futzing around with my podcast while trying to get ready to go play my last respects. Um, Also, what's special about the third video this week is it is my 400th episode of Coffee with Karma. And so I have chosen The Greatest Showman as my inspiration for that episode because it's celebratory and it also talks about the things I'm talking about this week. How do you combat the zero-click discovery shock? So the first principle that you need to be aware of is that search answers questions, books resolve tension. Google satisfies curiosity, but that's not why people buy books. People buy books because they want to solve a problem and they want to justify a decision. So your book needs to stand out in that arena. It can no longer just be the answer to a question. It needs to be the answer to a problem. Now, frankly, I think it's always needed to be that, but that's not always how it's showed up. Those that only answer questions now, they're lost. They're lost. Your book needs to do one of 3 things. It needs to solve a top of mind problem. It needs to reaffirm the identity someone's trying to step into, or it needs to clarify something that just an AI summary can't do. So remember, your book is resolving a tension. It's not answering a question. Principle number 2, buyers don't pay for answers. They pay for perspective. So again, now answers have become commodities. And AI answers questions very well most of the time. Sometimes not so much, but most of the time it answers it very well. Perspective is an identity level alignment, an identity level shift. It is something that a book can do because it can go deeply into a topic with your unique perspective. I've said this, if I've said this once, I've probably said it 100 times. Find your pink gorilla and dance with it the way only you can dance with it. And sometimes that's by giving it a punch in the face. Yeah. It's not a real gorilla, okay? No gorillas were harmed in the dancing with the pink gorilla moment. But basically, the pink gorilla represents those things that people in your industry are talking about. And you are either going to disagree with the going thought process, or you're going to dance with it in your unique way. Is everybody else doing the waltz? You do the tango. Is everybody doing the Charleston? Then you do the bunny hop. Whatever. You are zigging where everyone else is zagging. That's how you treat your pink gorilla, and that's what makes you stand out. That gives you perspective. Read anything by Seth Godin. What does he give you? Perspective. That's why even though he's not a social media maniac like Gary Vee, he's still very well known and very well respected. Principle number 3, the right book makes the reader feel understood before it teaches. So this is where the identity alignment comes in. So your reader, one of the reasons why someone picks up a book and buys it is they want to become a new version of themselves. Your book needs to say, I see that in you right now. You just need to move a little bit farther down the road, and here's how. So, again, it is confirming the person's identity, helping them feel like, yes, this author gets me. They grok me. Then you teach them how to step into that new self they want to be more effectively. An AI summary on Google can't do that. All it can do is answer a question and maybe, if you do it right, point the reader toward your book, your landing page, your website. Number 4, a book should make the reader rethink themselves, not just learn something. So, a reader, okay, I just got this book. We're going to use this book as this arrived in the mail yesterday. It's called The Rapid Lead Activator. Why did I buy this book? Because the author promised that if you follow these things, more people, when they land into your opt-in, will read your content and take action. I'm actually I have a decent open rate. I have a not so decent action rate. I'm hoping this will help me. So what is this book going to do? It's going to, it made me feel so understood, like, oh yeah, the fastest, non-sleazy way to get new leads reading, clicking, and turning into high-value students. Do I want that? Of course I want that. And it helps me feel understood because of the non-sleazy. I don't want to be sleazy. I am not a bro marketer with or without lipstick. It's just, in fact, if you believe in human design, which I'm still on the fence, but it is remarkably accurate in how it describes me, I'm a manifesting generator. And manifesting generators aren't push people. We like people to come to us. And so I really struggle with all the things in sales that feel pushy to me. I don't like them. I avoid them like the plague. And that's probably why I'm not achieving some of the goals that I want to achieve. But I still need to be me. So I need to figure out how I can use who I am more effectively. A book that will do me well will help me feel like, yes, I see you. I understand you. I I'm not trying to change who you are and turn you into Dan Kennedy or Gary Vaynerchuk. Not that there's anything wrong with them, they just aren't me. Understand about me and then teach me how to do things better while still being me. That's what you need to do. Who are your ideal clients? They may be me. They may be someone else. Who are they? Help them feel understood. Then teach them how to do themselves better using your methods. Number 5, the more general the promise, the faster AI can replace it. Again, that's why the pink gorilla is so important. So important. You need to really understand who you are, who you serve, how you serve them, and how you do those things differently. And part of what you do differently is just who you are. I mean, there are a lot of book coaches. I'm the only one who's Karma. There might be a book coach out there who has the first name of Karma. I haven't met her yet, but you never know. There aren't a lot of Karmas around because it's an unusual name. It's a family name. I'm the third one in my family. Yeah, third one. Anyway, the more general their promise, the faster AI replaces it. So broad ideas are easier to summarize. Specific positioning resists compression. So you need to have your own frameworks. You need to have your own unique way of dancing with the pink gorillas in your industry. Again, if everyone else is doing the foxtrot, you do the cha-cha. So those are the 5 principles that will help you start being different while being yourself, because that's that you do you, boo. You need to do you because that's what your ideal peeps are looking for. The people who want to work with me, they love my quirks. They've told me so. I have to admit that sometimes I look at them askance and go, "Are you sure you like my quirks? You sure I'm not too quirky?" But my husband fell in love with those quirks, so they've got to be good for something. Anyway, what are your quirks? What is unique about you? Let that shine in all your content, but most importantly, your book. All right, my next video will be about the 3 fixes for zero-click book ideas, meaning ideas that will get past the 0 click. Until then, this is Carma Spence saying ciao for now.
Bloopers!
Search behavior has changed. And buying, blah. I'm a little razzled this morning. Calm down, zen out. Blooper reel. And experts need to understand that difference. That's not what I wanted to say. Can't talk this morning. Just can't talk. Last week, I talked about, what did I talk about last week? It had, we'll just take all the, so